Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I came out here so that I could start off this video in one of my favorite spots, and I found it was sopping wet. Last night it rained, and so I just dumped out the seats here. There's still some water pooling in there, so that's not gonna happen. And that saddens me greatly because it's literally one of my favorite places to sit in the morning. It's nice and cool, fully shaded. The birds give me an awesome show in the mornings with their aerial tricks, their acrobatics, if you will. And now it's not going to happen. And now I need to set this tripod down because it's getting heavy. All right, I thought we could do another what I eat in a day video. Are you crooked? Are we a little wonky here? I don't know. Oh well, we're just gonna roll with it. So I thought today I would do a what I eat in a day video yesterday, and I filmed all the food that I ate. However, I did not have the bandwidth in my brain to be able to talk to the camera and, just sort of pontificate about how the day was going. So I thought we could do this as like a 2-day, what I eat in 2 days kind of a thing, and make it more interesting, I suppose, because honestly, the 4 minutes worth of footage that I got yesterday of the foods isn't, I don't think it's going to cut it. And when I say cut it, I mean I'm not going to find it interesting enough to edit. If you're new here, hello, I am Lindsay, and I am trying to share my health and wellness quest, if you will. I follow a low-carb, moderate protein, high fat way of eating in line with a ketogenic diet, even though ketosis is a metabolic state. And yeah, I have been eating this way for a long time, at least within the realm of the low carb lifestyle for quite some time. And I am currently just trying to pull back on my protein because I used to be Ketovore, where I ate all the protein, and that started to become problematic for me. So I have shifted recently within the past month and a half or so, and things are going well for me. If you're curious about any of that mess, I would love for you to check out my channel, watch a few videos, decide whether or not I am for you, and subscribe if I am. For those of you who are returning viewers, thanks for holding on for the ride. Yesterday was a pretty basic day for us. We had swim lessons, we had errands to run, we had housework to keep up with, we had school lessons. We do homeschool, and I have been doing a summer semester, like a mini-mester with my girls, just because we have travel coming up in the future that I want to sort of, offset with our lesson work, because I have the goal of always finishing our book, like all of the books that we have for curricula, by the end of the school year. Even though we're homeschoolers and we can choose what we do and what we don't do, I have like this completion thing when it comes to curricula. So that is sort of where my brain is with that. I'm trying to think about what else. We have been, just constantly busy this summer. It hasn't really felt like summer, so I don't know. Anyway, okay. Before I continue pontificating, I'm going to show you everything that I had to eat yesterday. Breakfast today is 3 fried eggs and some of my homemade mayonnaise, a little bit of Cholula for some spice, and working on black coffee, if the light will show it. There it is. And I cooked this in about 1 tablespoon of butter. For lunch, I made up some egg wraps. I didn't use just whites. I actually used a couple of egg yolks and only one of the egg whites. Lots of water to sort of thin it out, because I do like to use psyllium husk in order to sort of give me the pliability with these wraps. This little fella, he wasn't so happy whenever I tried to roll him, so I thought I would keep this one open to be able to show you what is going on in here. I did one of the egg wraps, a squeeze of homemade mayonnaise, a strip and a half of bacon per one, so a total of 3 strips of bacon, and it's the thin bacon, so it's lower in the protein. And then I did a little handful of some romaine that I cut up, and then another squeeze of mayonnaise, and I will roll these up and have them for lunch. And then over here in my glass, I just have plain old water. We had Mexican food, and one of the things that my husband got was this Mexican crema. And if I can open it, and I thought it might be a little bit tasty on some raspberries as a snack. I'm going to have to go wipe that container off. It has 2.5 grams of fat for a tablespoon, 1 gram of carbohydrates, no protein. So, and let's see here. It's a little bit questionable on the ingredients with the carrageenan and whatnot. But I thought some berries and cream might be a delightful end to my lunch. I am ready for an afternoon cup of coffee. I brewed a decaf Dark Magic K-Cup here. I added in 1 full scoop of the unflavored MCT oil powder, and I did about 1/3 of a scoop of the salted caramel keto collagen, and I just whizzed it up with my little rechargeable frother, and it's going to be delightful. I do like to use their flavored products from Perfect Keto a little bit more sparing because they are very flavorful and very sweet, which is why I only did 1/3 of this. I don't know that I'll be buying collagen from Perfect Keto for now once this is all gone, but mostly because I've just not been using collagen very much. But the MCT oil powder, it has earned a permanent place in my cabinet because this stuff is delightful. Okay, I'm gonna go drink this. All right, here is my dinner. We have a whole bunch of taco meat leftovers. It was some skirt steak, some chicken. What else was there? There were beans and rice and all sorts of things, like a typical Taco Tuesday kind of food. I took some of the leftover steak and chicken, warmed it up, and made myself a little omelet. So this is a 2-egg omelet. I added some Colby Jack cheese that I shredded, and then about 2 ounces of the steak and about 1 ounce of the chicken, and warmed that all up, cooked it through, rolled it onto my plate, and it actually worked. Hooray. And then I topped it up with a little bit of pico de gallo and some homemade cilantro lime crema my husband made. And so that'll be my dinner. And I'm going to go ahead and have some electrolytes. I haven't had any at all today. And we did decide to pick up the mango in a recent Redmond order due to my oldest wanting to try mango. So there we go. This has become a frequent bedtime snack, bedtime meal, what have you. A cup of decaf coffee with more of that salted caramel keto collagen and unflavored MCT oil powder, and then a serving of my homemade Greek yogurt with strawberry MCT oil powder with a small sprinkle of the keto cereal on top. All right, I need to get moving because we have piano lessons through the FaceTime with Grandma here shortly. I think, yeah, we've only got a few more minutes until that needs to be a thing, and there's a little bit of setup that happens to get that going. And I also need to start considering breakfast for myself. I've only had black coffee. I am not tumping that out. That would be unfortunate. I've only had black coffee so far, and last night, my evening meal, if you will, it was dessert. It filled me up pretty well, but I wound up waking up starving this morning, and I just kind of staved it off a little bit because of coffee. And now I'm definitely feeling the urge to go have something to eat. And I kind of don't want to do eggs again because I've just done so many eggs. Yesterday was just an eggy kind of a day. But I also don't want to do yogurt because I did the yogurt yesterday, and I'm feeling like I want something a little bit different, but I don't really have much different available to me. Maybe I'll do just like a faux sausage McGriddle and not do the egg on it, and then it'll feel a little different. I don't know. Let's go inside and get that sorted out. I have prepared some breakfast. I made myself a little sort of keto McGriddle. I have my homemade baking blend in here, 1 egg, some sweet blend, a tiny splash of coconut milk, salt, butter, baking powder. Okay, and I did that in my microwave, pulled it out of the mug that I used, and then sliced it in half and sort of pan-seared it to make it more of the proper thickness instead of a mug cake. And then I have 1 pork sausage patty right there, and I did put mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise, on both sides, so that will be breakfast. And here I have some coffee. I already finished my black coffee, and I'm having another cup. This time I added in about 1/3 of a scoop of the salted caramel keto collagen and the unflavored MCT oil powder. I'm on a mission to use this up this week. So that's what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Okay, we are ready to hit the road for swim lessons. Piano went swimmingly. All right, and we have some coffee here. It's black. I'm going to take this to go with me. I almost never leave the house without a cup of coffee. It's probably a bad habit, but here we are. So I'll see you the next time I have something to eat. Here we have lunch. I sauteed about 1 cup's worth of cabbage that I had shredded with, I went ahead and sauteed that with butter and some seasoned salt from Redmond's. And then I did a single frozen salmon fillet in that same skillet with butter and more of the seasoned salt. Then I topped it with some of my homemade mayonnaise, some sriracha, and the last of the butter from the skillet, which turned to brown butter. So that will be my food for lunch. And then I do have a black cherry electrolyte here. Black cherry from Perfect Keto. So it is about 2:20, almost 2:30 here, and I have done a lot of stuff and a lot of things. I have managed to vacuum the house, manage the children, do the lessons, get the laundry folded. No, I haven't folded it yet. I need to go get the laundry folded, but I have managed to do the ironing. It's been a houseworky kind of day, which is good, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I feel like all I've done is do the housework, which, you know, that has to be done too. So there is that. I need to come close this garage door so we don't forget about that. Anyway, I am definitely feeling a little bit munchy, definitely needing a meal of some sort. You know, snacks are the whole, like, they're a meal, they're emotional events, all that thing. So I would like to sort that out for myself. I'm not sure what I want to have. I might just do like some pepperoni, pepper jack cheese, and pecans. That has always been a long-standing favorite of mine, and I have not done that in quite some time. Sounds delightful. I'm gonna go do that, and then I will show it to you when it is prepared. Alrighty, my lighting has shifted because I shut off some of the lights. Here is my sort of meal, I guess. I have some pepperoni, a couple slices of pepper jack cheese, and then some pecans, and I decided to add on a few raspberries here. Dinner is ready. I have made Hubby Lovin' Chicken from Trim Healthy Table. It's a cookbook from the Trim Healthy Mama series. I will be sure to link that in my description box. I did that on chicken breasts because I did not have any chicken thighs in my refrigerator defrosted. I did put some of my homemade mayonnaise on top for added fat. I have a very small serving of the cauli rice here with a pat of butter on top and a little bit of broccoli also with my mayonnaise on it. Dinner was delightful, and I don't know if it's all over my face or not. My skin is starting to break out. I tried out some different skincare and it's not going well with me. So forgive my face, or don't. Anyway, I decided that since I had the Trim Healthy Table cookbook out, I would make up some of their Miracle Mousse makeover. And I have a friend who is going keto, and this is a great option. So I made 1 full batch, and I was able to get 3 little small containers like that. So I'm going to take those to her. I'm going to take 2 of them to her in case her husband wants to try some as well. And they are sugar people, so she is struggling a little bit. She's only like a day or 2 into doing keto, and so I'm trying to sort of help ease the gap there for them. And I also get dessert out of it too, so it works out nicely. I do have some ice cream bases that I made that are in the basement freezer, so I don't know if I'm going to do the mousse or if I'm going to do a Ninja Creamy tonight, or if I do none of it. All of those could be viable options. And what else? We are gearing up to go, and I set my coffee up. I set my coffee down. I've got you guessed it, another cup of black coffee. So I am going to finish tidying up around the kitchen, help the tiny human finish her plate of food. It seems like she might need a little bit of help. She's chasing the food around the plate. And then if I have more food, I'll let you know. All right, last thing for the night. I am gonna have my little Miracle Mousse makeover from the Trim Healthy table. It's 1/3 of the full recipe, so not very much. And then I'm probably going to just have water for the rest of the night and call it quits. So I appreciate you coming along with me on this What I Eat in a Day video, and I hope to see you in my next one.